This world, from the moment that we were born, really like the moment, pretty much the moment we're born, but from the moment we're like little kids and we go into school, what is forced upon us? Competition. Competition. This world is one big competition, competing game. And I don't know about you guys, but I, for one, am just sick of it. I'm sick of, I get it. There's sometimes where competition is a good thing. It gives people drive. I understand that. But it's also just gotten to the point where people feel they have to perform. It's always a performance. Everything is a performance. And so this really starts when you're a kid in school. What is the performance then? Oh, performances in school. Who can make the best grades? Who does the most extracurricular activities or sports? And in those sports, you're competing, trying to win, competing. And then, when you get, 16, that's the age, a lot of people try to start getting jobs because you're 16 and you can get your driver's license. What does that lead to? More competition, more competing against other people trying to get a job. And then you go to college. And you guys can see where I'm going with this. It's the same thing repeated throughout our lifetime. Competition, performance, competition, performance. And it just gets repeated over and over again. So then you get to college, or you're competing, you're taking your SATs, your ACTs, and your SATs. And what are you doing there? Once again, you're competing. Who can get the best scores? Who can get the highest scores on these tests? Oh, the best colleges are going to want people who have the highest scores. And the people who have the average scores, they'll just go to a community college or a trade school. They'll go to somewhere that's not as prestigious. I said that word wrong. And then it's the same thing, the rest of our lives. After you graduate to get your degree or trade or whatever it is, what are you doing again? You are competing and performing, trying to get a job. And then whenever you get whatever job, after you beat your other competition, then you have to keep performing to keep your job. It's all a performance. You have to perform well. And it's just, I don't want people to misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not saying that all competition is bad. I think competition can be a good thing. And performance can be a good thing. But when it feels like it consumes our entire lives and we're just made to compete and perform, nobody's perfect all the time. Nobody. Even the best people, the best athletes, the best doctors, the people who are really high achievers, even those people have their times where they're just you know what, I'm tired of performing, or I'm tired of putting on a show, or I'm just, it wears on everybody eventually, this performative, competition heavy world that we live in. And it just gets kind of sickening to me. It's just this has been engraved in our minds by our, I'm not going to say all parents are just you have to be the best of the best or whatever. I mean, I know they're out there, they exist. And for the kids who grew up with those parents, I'm so sorry, that's just no fun life. It creates a bunch of pressure. But whether it's by societal or by your parents or family, there's always this pressure to just perform and to achieve and to be the best you can be. And again, it's good to want to try to achieve things. It's good to want to make goals to go towards, but you know, sometimes, things don't always work out. It's not just a one linear line that people go through. Like, oh, some people, they do that, but most people are just, it's trial and error, and we have to try different things. Okay, we tried this school, this didn't work. Oh, we tried this didn't work. And it's just constantly, we're just trying to rebrand and just try new things. And because you can't have success in life without having failure. Like, you can't. Even the most successful people, a lot of them failed a lot before they succeeded. And the most common example I can think about is Benjamin Franklin. I mean, he was trying to design, I don't know, he was trying to, something with the kite and electricity, like I'm not remembering at the top of my head. Oh yeah, he was trying to make the light bulb, and he failed a lot of times before he got it right. And I think our society, it overlooks that. It just is like, oh, just succeed, succeed, succeed. Failure is a great teacher. It's a great teacher. And it happens to everyone. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are on the totem pole. I don't care if you're the top 5%, top 1%, or if you're just middle class, or if you're lower class, or whatever. Failure is a great teacher. That's how, like, learning, like my professor said this, like my professor of my anatomy class that I'm in right now, and it really kind of rang true with me, and I really just appreciate it. He said, he said failing is part of learning, and when you're learning the material, when you're studying, when you're practicing, when you're quizzing yourself, it's okay to fail. It's okay. He's like, that's what teaches you. You learn, oh, I thought this was this. It wasn't. Oh, it's actually this. And then you practice it more, and you try to get like, okay, I got this now. But he said, it's like it takes failure while you're practicing to learn. And that can be applied to about anywhere in life. But like our society is always just saying, oh, don't fail. Failure is discouraged. You should only succeed. You should only succeed. And I'm just like, most people cannot succeed without failing first. That's just an impossibility. Unless of course they just were born into a very, well, I won't even say that. Like, some people who are born into wealth end up still doing stupid things and whatever. But I don't know, it's just this, like, people feel like they can't even be human beings anymore. Like, it's just perform, compete, perform. Anyways, you get the point I'm trying to make. And this is something, it never ends, unfortunately. While you're on this earth, it never ends. Like, we're always having to perform and compete. And I'm just like the person who's like, I don't really care about performing and compete. Like, I mean, I want to do the best I can do. Sorry, I'm yawning a lot. I'm like trying to do the best I can, and I'm doing what I think I need to in my life. But I'm trying to just be like, I'm not trying to like turn everything into a performance or a competition. Like, sometimes we perform better than others. Sometimes we're at higher points in our life. Sometimes we go through things. We go through hard things. And, everybody's different. Some people are just simply more high achieving than others. And, just because somebody's not high achieving, I mean, they still make goals for themselves. They try to make what to them is reasonable goals for themselves. But they don't shoot for the stars. because not everybody's going to be a stargazer. I'm sorry, just not everybody's going to be a stargazer. And so I don't know, I just think that we need to, like, just stop putting so much pressure on kids. I think we need to just let them live, let them experience life. That's what life is. You live, you go through things, you have your experiences, you live and you learn. It's trial and error. This whole life is a process of trial and error. And you know, it's not a one solution for every person. Like, each person, there's like a different key, there's a different solution, there's a different answer for every person. And what works for one person might not work for another person. There's variations. But I don't know, guys. We just need to live life. We need to experience it. We need to fail sometimes. It's trial and error. We just need to live, and just, you know, if things don't work out, yes, it's frustrating. I myself get very frustrated, but I'm trying to like let these things go and not let them consume me. Just be like, okay, that didn't work out. Okay, what's next? And, you know, that's just what life is. And I don't know if it's just I'm getting older. I'm just realizing these things. But, you know, if you guys, I mean, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, really. You just need to live your life, and those who truly love you and support you in your life, they're going to encourage you. They're going to root for you. They're going to support whatever you want to do. And that's all you should really care about. That's really all we should care about at this point. We shouldn't care about trying to please people who are not important to us or not in our lives. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about this. It's a topic I wanted to talk about, and you guys can let me know your thoughts on it, but these are my thoughts. So, hope you guys are well. Have a good day.